Chill. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Ain't nobody stopping us now, we came to party. We in the building, it's bound to get retarded. Holy rollers, you can't tell, look at the garment. This a God level, brody, the hardest getting it started. Ain't nobody stopping us now, we came to party. We in the building, it's bound to get retarded. Holy rollers, you can't tell, look at the garment. This the God level, brody, the hardest getting it started. This they walking in the kingdom when they backs on. Holy rollers, holy people, and we backs on. Ruler over all that I survey, and I see mad long. Wise men, you see the stars, cause we last long. Posted up in your city, and yeah, we hype. Turn the world back to the owners. Yeah, it's time. We had the world up on our shoulder. Game over, we gon' stand up and take the world over, and we ain't lying. Meaning no cap. The gold tried in the fire, we cut them no slack. We the light of the kingdom, call us the roadmap. Either you follow us or risk getting your soul snatched. Look, it's all regal, don't do it for myself, we doing it for our people. We coming back in action for action, cause it's a sequel. You know it's all good, like getting rid of the evil. Easy. Ain't nobody stopping us now, we came to party. We in the building, it's bound to get retarded. Holy rollers, you can't tell, look at the garment. This a God level, brody, the hardest getting it started. Ain't nobody stopping us now, we came to party. We in the building, it's bound to get retarded. Holy rollers, you can't tell, look at the garment. This the God level, brody, the hardest getting it started.
Christianity is cracking, we the real Dave Ruffin. We the salt the world need on they stovetop stuff, and they got the fringes roundabout, got the E5 bustin'. Bishop y'all side butter melting, soak that muffin. Build a young brother up, you start to feel like something. Make you pull your pants up and start to live like something. Words wound and heal, man, the scripts keep cutting. The holy roller street teeth until they push that button. Hey, so fresh and so clean and ain't nothing dirty. Going crazy cause he chose us when we wasn't worthy. Wisdom found me walking crooked in my early 30s. 7 times a just man fall, then he does a birth. Been surrounded by the world, but I won't let it work. I'm a servant of the Lord, I'm gonna let him work. Bite down and fight sin like it's trying to hurt me. Holy rollers on the rise, no surprise, brother.
Ain't nobody stopping us now, we came to party. We in the building, it's bound to get retarded. Holy rollers, you can't tell, look at the garment. This a God level, brody, the hardest getting it started. Ain't nobody stopping us now, we came to party. We in the building, it's bound to get retarded. Holy rollers, you can't tell, look at the garment. This the God level, brody, the hardest getting it started.
Her make this beat.
It's me. Music DJs be enticing. It'll roll your ass up like Tyson. You think you good, but your ass real trifling. You a character, call him M. Bison. Music DJs be enticing. It'll roll your ass up like Tyson. You think you good, but your ass real trifling. You a character, call him M. Bison. Turn this thing up. The beat don't slap. This ain't the Tekashi 6ix9ine or the Migos crap. In this rap, I'm a man, I don't need no nap. Running around these passes and me no lap. You a zombie, Call of Duty, bring your keynote back. Ain't no handouts for me, I don't need no snack. The Bible all I need, I don't need no pack. Religion is a drug, Christianity's crack. Me, I'm a man, I don't need no trap. A dog on this beat, I don't see no cats. Yeah, I'm for my people, I don't need no rats. Christ is a black man and I mean all that. You ask but don't get cause you don't see all that. And I hit the beat hard with no contact. We make the best music with no contracts. This fight not carnal, no combat. Music these days be enticing. It'll roll your ass up like Tyson. You think you good, but your ass real trifling. You a character, call him M. Bison. Music these days be enticing. It'll roll your ass up like Tyson. You think you good, but your ass real trifling. You a character, call him M. Bison. From looking at him, he was ready for jail till he opened his mouth for he flipping his mail. I am indeed living in hell. This ain't all that, no killing and kill. Well, this is just what that music do. Put it in your soul and you will end up a booty poo. Grown ass man with a nickname of Coochie too. Looking at his mans trying to see what that booty do. Woo! See, that's just what that music do. You either a gangster or you gay, what is wrong with you? Talk about, hey, I can't get along with you. Get up on my face, who you think you talking to? Look, I'ma tell you what you should do. Repent right now, hold it down for it ruin you. It's easy like counting up 2 and 2. It's easy like counting up 2 and 2. Music these days be enticing. It'll roll your ass up like Tyson. You think you good, but your ass real trifling. You a character, call him M. Bison. Music these days be enticing. It'll roll your ass up like Tyson. You think you good, but your ass real trifling. You a character, call him M. Bison. You do what you do, it is what it is. But if they wicked too, then he killing the kid. You whip the name, but don't handle your biz. But quick to get drunk when they hand you the bread. Man, damn. You know what I'm talking about? You out of young thug, now you wearing them dresses out. With weave in your head, hip hop dead, truth music moving. Get it through your head, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying though? I got 2 Bibles in the wood like Rambo. Think you good till you blow out your candle. But it ain't on me, cause it's out of my hand, bro. But niggas these days, they be trifling. Only call on God in the crisis. Repent down for your ass dead lifeless. Come back to the Lord cause it's righteous.
You are now flying.
That's where we getting shut down. And 'cause you wanna do you, so it ain't gonna stop now. No. Get over singing the blues. I say it won't stop now. 'Cause you wanna do you, won't stop now.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Mic check.
Shalom, Israel. Most High in Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless.
Most High in Christ bless.
Shalom. Back.
All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Y'all know what time it is. It's a Monday. It's 12:30. It's time to get to your cubicles. It's time to get to your love seats, your couches. Turn on, tune in. You're now tuning in to Sands of the Seers.
Yes, sir. Yes,
At
sir.
12:30. All praise to the Most High, man. Make sure you got your coffee, your orange juice.
Bring it out.
Whatever that you need to get through.
Bring it out.
Listen. This is how we going to do it, man. Y'all seen the thumbnail?
Uh-huh.
Listen, we talking about sleeper cells, man.
Yes, sir.
Sleeper cells here in America. All praises to the Most High. That bond was on point.
On point.
On point to the Most High, man. Hey, I'm Captain of Red. We got
Officer Benaiah.
Officer Abishai.
Officer Like Kim.
all praise to the Most High, y'all. Listen, man. We gonna go in, man. We gonna go in. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to deal with. First and foremost, let's get the disclaimer. We got to get this out the way. We got to get the disclaimer today. Let me turn down.
We got to get it today.
The reader looking crazy.
Man, used to have the card on deck. He was going for a loop this time.
I know sometimes, man, we don't be hitting it, but we have to read it today, man, because we're going to go into a lot of heavy stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on overseas. All right, dealing with our land, the controversy of our land. You got it? Go ahead and put it up on the screen for him. All right, so we can read that thing. Go ahead.
We are not a hate group. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Israel United in Christ is a nonviolent, Bible-based movement. We do not advocate or condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender. We advise that if anyone hears or knows of any plots to cause harm to anyone or to break the laws of the land, you must contact the proper authorities to bring awareness to any possible threat as stated in Leviticus chapter 5 and verse 1.
All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. So listen, we are not a hate group. That's not our MO. All we here to do is bring the truth. Is speak the truth. sometimes the truth is like medicine. Don't feel good when you first take it, but it's good for you. It's good for the world. It's good for the planet.
Bring it out.
And that's why we here. Give me that in John 8:32 right quick. This is what the Messiah said. For all my brothers and sisters that's lost in Christianity and Catholicism and Nazism. Ashkenazism. My brother, what's his name? The basketball player. Amari. Listen, brother, it's time for you to come to the good side, bro.
Bring it out, Cap.
All right, let's read that right quick.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32.
Because you don't want to get caught up in America, bro. Go ahead, read it.
And ye shall know the truth.
Go ahead.
And the truth shall make you free.
The only thing that's going to set us free in these last days is the truth. It is the truth. So we ain't with no particular, on no sides. We just here to broadcast what is the truth. Right. And somehow history has a tendency to repeat itself.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. That's why the Lord said, when you read that, give me that in 2nd Ezra. I got just a couple of scriptures. I want to paint the Picasso.
You about to paint a Basquiat?
I'm a Basquiat.
No, we got to deal with black painters.
You know what I'm saying? You said the Basquiat.
Yeah, Basquiat.
You know, they don't know Basquiat. They know Picasso.
They know the white man.
They know Leonardo. You know what I'm saying? Donatello and Michelangelo.
All the Ninja Turtles.
All the Ninja Turtles. That's what we know. So let me paint. Let me get my hareb on.
Bring it out, Cap.
Give me that scripture right quick. I want that in 2nd Ezra. It's like a ring.
Yes, sir.
His judgments. Watch this.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 42.
Because history, like I said, it always repeats itself. If you want to learn about the future, all you got to do is look behind you. Watch this, read.
And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring.
I'm going to liken all my judgments, the things that he has laid out from the beginning of time. When he told Christ, hey, this is the word that I want you to fulfill. And you're going to fulfill this through all the prophecies. This is the judgment of the world. He said, I'm going to do what?
I will liken my judgment unto a ring.
And he said, I'm going to liken it just like a ring. Just like this ring I got on right here that's kind of falling to the side. I'm going to liken it to a ring. It's just going to go round and round. You know, you ever notice, like, you know, us as black people, we simple folks, man. Jacob, we simple folks. We dwell in tents. That's how the Lord is. He's real simple. You understand? He's complex, but he's simple.
Right.
You know what to say? Hey, listen, I'm not coming up with nothing new. Right. The same thing that I did yesterday, I'm going to do today, and I'm going to do tomorrow.
It's all a rerun.
It's all a rerun.
He said, y'all ain't going to get it right anyway.
You ain't going to get it right anyway.
Why change?
So why change?
Why change?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Remember your grandfather used to tell you that all the time? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this thing has been rolling to perfection since the beginning of time. So that's why the Lord said what? Read it again.
I will liken my judgment unto a ring. Like as there is no slackness of the first. Even so, there is no swiftness of the first.
Ain't no slackness of the beginning of time or of the first. So all this stuff is the same thing. It's the same judgments, just revolving, going back around. So the things that we seen yesterday, this is what we're going to dive into. It's going to be a pattern of what you're going to encounter here in the near future. And we just trying to give you this stuff to set you free from mental captivity, especially our blacks, Hispanics, and Native American brothers and sisters, particularly. That's who we talking about. But eventually, hey, listen, we gonna talk. We giving it to the whole world. You understand? Because the scripture says the other nations, when they hear this word, they gonna believe.
They gonna believe instantly.
They gonna believe instantly. So they tuning in too, trying to see, okay, what the hell is happening? What's gonna be the next plot? Who we got to go to for the news? Because we can't go to the Caucasian news work.
Right.
We can't go to Mr. Fox.
Right.
You know, side note. It's amazing that he named his news station Fox. Amazing. You know, Christ said, you damn Fox. But let's get back on track. It's just a sidebar. But anyway, so we're going to dive into it. Y'all got something before we dive in?
Nah, we ready.
You ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Ready.
Give me the first video. We're gonna dive into it. So wait a minute. So pause it. So what we just seen, go back to 4-minute mark. What we just witnessed is something that was etched in all our minds. Etched in all our minds as kids. This was September 11, 2001.
Yes, sir.
A day that will live in infamy, as the president was saying.
Everybody knows exactly where they
Everybody know.
Yeah.
Everybody know exactly where you was
were on that day.
during 9/11. And a lot of people might have not saw that footage. But the next footage, I think everybody saw.
Everybody saw.
I remember I think I was a freshman. I know I was a freshman in high school, sitting in social studies class. So I know I'm a prophet. The Lord had me in social studies class.
Dang.
Wasn't paying attention enough
I remember Cat.
until that day. Go ahead.
I was in 8th grade.
You was in A?
And that same day, right after this happened, my pops got ordered that, hey, we going to Guantanamo Bay right after this.
Damn. So he was in the service.
He was in the service, yep. That's, yep.
I was in 7th grade science class. That's where I was at.
Was you dissecting a frog that day?
I don't know what. I was looking at buildings going
You was
down.
looking at buildings. That's what dissecting.
That's what I was at.
But yeah, man, everybody know. Everybody know where you was at. September 11th. Play it again. Play it again. Play it again. All right, so hold on. So go to the beginning. So that was the first plane that actually hit. That was the first plane that hit the towers. Can you imagine being there in New York? Just a regular day, no clouds, beautiful day.
Yeah, they said it was a beautiful day that day.
You know what I'm saying? Air good, good quality, good air quality.
As good as it's going to be in New York.
As good as it's going to be in New York.
You're right.
You're right about that.
Hey, you know what's crazy too?
Go ahead.
Hey, as soon as that first plane hit, it's like everybody around the world, TVs came on at that moment.
Yes. I was just about to say that.
Crazy.
When that first plane hit, I remember the other social what they call it?
Social studies?
Social study class. The other teachers, she came running into the room because it's like we in high school. It's like 4 or 5 of them in a group. And she's like, hey, such and such. Hey, I think you need to turn on the news. A plane just hit the World Trade Center. Now, me as a young pup, I didn't know what the hell the World Trade Center was. And neither did my classmates.
I just started social studies.
We just started social studies. We learning about damn Germany or something. Something else. We ain't learning nothing about economics whatsoever.
Teachers is crying.
So when we turned it on, just like everybody else, this is the footage that we seen. Go to the beginning of the video. Go to the beginning. All right, let's play this. This is what everybody saw. Go ahead, play that.
Holy
Everybody had the same reaction. Oh, shit. Oh, Cuz, you see that? That's how we was sitting in class.
Dang.
When that second plane hit, that's when we knew it was real.
That's when you knew it was
That's
real.
when you knew it was real.
Yep.
Because
Go
the
ahead.
first one, we thought it was an accident. What the hell's going on with American Airlines today?
Spirit. What happened to Spirit Airlines?
The flight controller was off.
Yeah.
So,
Pilot drunk.
but when
going on?
Denzel was drunk.
Damn.
Look, Kiki knows. So Kiki know about social studies. We was up in social studies, bro, and we seen that damn second plane, and it came out of nowhere like slow motion.
Yep.
And everybody was like, "Oh, what the hell is going on?"
And you knew it was real when you saw people jumping out the building.
Yes.
Because of that heat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, I think they evacuated the school. And if y'all remember, it was a third plane And the third plane actually came, they said, allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
It came over Missouri. It came over Missouri, and you actually seen the sky trails. You said the chemtrails?
Yeah.
He said the chemtrails.
You seen the trails
This brother crazy.
over Missouri, like the loop. That's what they say. That's what they say. It probably was another airline being rerouted back to MCI. But we're going to go with the story, what they told us.
Right. I like that story.
But that's what happened.
Yeah.
This is 9/11. This is a day that Esau is not going to let us forget.
Nope.
Even though they want us to forget our history, they
Bring
want
it
us
out.
to forget slavery.
Bring it out.
They're not going to let us forget this day. So we're going to talk about this day. And the things that led up to the war, to the invasion of Iraq. You understand? To the invasion of Afghanistan. These are the things that led up what happened on this day. And like I said earlier, the judgments is like a ring. The same players is the same players. They just got different jerseys on. Damn. Now watch this. Give me the next one right quick. Give me the next one. So this is what we seen. No, that ain't the next one.
Remember the article.
Damn.
You see that?
Thought you had it, new guy.
You see that? Yeah, right here. Let's read some of these right quick. So these are the newspapers. Go ahead. Let's read that right quick.
World Crunch. 9/11 front pages. World newspapers coverage 22 years ago.
All right, let's just scroll down and let's just see some of the newspapers and their coverage. So what was that one? Let's just call them out as we go down. Go back up. Just go back up. Just get the
Liberation.
The Liberation. So they had to show the ones where the towers actually fell. Go ahead. Go down. Scroll down. Just keep scrolling down. You got Tom. That looked like Impact.
Yep.
God damn.
That looked like Impact. Damn, bro. And can you imagine that, man? Just because we never experienced in our lifetime that type of destruction.
Nah.
You understand that type of destruction? Imagine being on the damn 100th floor and a plane is coming at you. 747, huh? And you watching this plane, it's like it ain't slowing down.
Ain't nothing you could do.
And there's nothing that you could do about it.
Nope.
Go ahead, scroll down. So that's Tom.
Le Monde.
That's Issachar's newspaper. Even they was in on the coverage.
Telemundo.
Telemundo.
New York Times. Go ahead, Sarge.
The New York Times.
Read it. What did it say?
U.S. attacked. Hijacked jets destroy Twin Towers and hit Pentagon in day of terror.
Now, the Pentagon.
Yeah.
The Pentagon, right? I didn't see no planes hit the Pentagon.
It did not.
You didn't see no plane at all there.
It did not.
Now, we just going to say allegedly.
Allegedly.
It looked like it was some type of missile. Some type of a missile.
Self-inflicted.
You understand? A self-inflicting wound. But go ahead. Allegedly.
Allegedly, all of this.
Allegedly, this
all
happened.
of this. Is
we don't know if it happened
self-inflicted
or not.
wound.
Allegedly.
You don't find that suspicious?
But go ahead. Come on.
This is the Washington Post.
You got the Washington Post. They got terrorists hijacked 4 airlines. 2 destroyed the World Trade Center. 1 hits the Pentagon. The 4th one crashes. So they was all over the news. And then they got, that's the infamous picture right there. That plane, that's the second one.
Yeah, yep.
That's the second one. Go ahead. And then that's the other, what was that? Go back up. Y'all help me out. Was that the third? That's the little smaller World Trade.
Yeah, that's the one that supposedly hit the Pentagon.
Yeah, I think that's the Pentagon.
Oh, okay, that's the Pentagon.
Yeah, that's the
okay,
Pentagon.
yeah, that's the Pentagon.
Yep.
Now hold on. Let's examine that photo. People of my good people in the comments. Go back up. Right there. Y'all tell me, does it look like a plane hit it?
No.
Can you zoom in on that a little
That
bit?
might look like an explosion or something.
Could you had to go sideways? Because it almost looked like something else hit it.
Yeah.
And what's up with the? IT guy, bro.
I have no clue, man. He's confused.
IT, just leave it there.
He said, I want to look at all the.
If
all
it
the
ain't
flickers."
broke, don't
If it ain't broke, don't. You see that?
on, man.
The Lord knows.
Yeah.
We got to get to the mind of our Father.
So, Cap, you saying.
Imagine the angels just scrolling through prophecies, bro.
Come on, man.
The world would be total chaos. What you doing
Chaos.
right now if they just scrolling through prophecies?
No order.
No order whatsoever.
Oh,
Just leave it there.
I was about to say, IT's like a ring. The same thing.
Jeez.
Every
Damn.
show, same thing.
All right, let's go. Keep going, bro. Now that you got it, keep going.
USA Today. Act of war.
All right, so we got it. We got it, right? What you say? What you got?
Terrorist strike, death toll horrendous.
Horrendous.
So this is what was going on September 11th, man.
Hey, Cap, so how many people you think got killed that day?
I have no idea.
I don't know how many people got killed that day, but it's an act of war. But we don't think about, like you said, about our history. We don't think about, like, the stuff that they did to us, like, that was an act of war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Killing millions of slaves, forcing Christianity on us, the destruction of our people all through the years. Like, that's an act of war.
Right. Yep. No doubt. So let's get to the next one. Watch this. Let's see. Watch this. It should be a book. All right, so this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to dive into this book, The Holy War with Osama Bin Laden. Now, Osama Bin Laden, he was the one that they deemed was the ringleader of September 11th, the terrorist attacks, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. All right, so let's go in. Let's go inside. All right, so let's read that right quick.
Without raising his voice, Bin Laden began to rail in Arabic against the injustices visited upon Muslims by the United States and his native Saudi Arabia.
So this is Osama Bin Laden. He's talking to a reporter who had the kahunas to go over there and actually interview him in Afghanistan in the early 90s. Now, I want you to pay attention to the words that Osama Bin Laden used during this interview. I want you to jump down for time where it says Bin Laden cough softly. Go ahead.
Bin Laden coughed softly throughout the interview and nursed a cup of tea. No doubt, he was suffering from a cold brought on by the drafty Afghan mountains. He continued in his soft-spoken but focused manner, an ambiguous, thin smile sometimes playing on his lips. We declared jihad against the U.S. government.
Thin smile. You know how you be sitting there with a smirk? You know, like you know something that I know something that you don't know.
Yep.
Now watch this, Rick.
We declared jihad against the U.S. government.
Jihad, hey, can you pull up the definition of jihad for me? Just real quick, I know I didn't have you know, sometimes I got to throw something at you. Keep you on your toes back there. What is jihad? Read that right quick.
Jihad, a struggle or fight against the enemies of Islam.
So this is what Osama bin Laden declared in the early 90s. He said, listen, I'm declaring jihad on America. Let's go back to the book. Let's see why. Pay attention to what he told the reporter. Watch this, read.
We declared jihad against the U.S. government.
Go ahead.
Because the U.S. government has committed acts that are extremely unjust, hideous, and criminal, whether directly or through its support of the Israeli occupation of Palestine.
What? Why did he declare jihad? For his what?
Through its support of the Israeli occupation of Palestine.
For Israel's support of the occupation of Palestine. Read on. Watch this.
And we believe the U.S. is directly responsible for those who were killed in Palestine, Lebanon, and Iraq. This U.S. government abandoned humanitarian feelings by these hideous crimes.
Now, you would think, if you're reading this, let's say Ray Charles is reading this, right? He don't know what the hell going on. He just reading this. You know how they got the little grill?
Yeah.
Somebody hand him a book, and somebody's telling him, hey, they going to war over there right now in Palestine.
Yeah.
I feel that.
You would think that Obama, you said you
crazy. I feel that.
You would think that Osama bin Laden, Osama bin Laden did this interview 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Right. Yes.
This is in the early 90s.
Early 90s.
That he declared jihad
Yep.
for Israel's occupation of Palestine, for Israel's hideous crimes of killing those in Palestine.
Yep.
Read on. Watch this.
It transgressed.
That's why I said it's nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun.
The players are the same.
Yes.
The jerseys just have changed.
Yes.
Let's play.
It transgressed all bounds and behaved in a way not witnessed before by any power or any imperialist power in the world, due to its subordination to the Jews. The arrogance and haughtiness of the U.S. regime has reached to the extent that they occupied Arabia.
He said, man, they America is so proud. It says that they have reached they are reaching their hand into Saudi Arabia. This is why Bin Laden was hot. Because you know Saudi Arabia, that's where Mecca is. That's where Muhammad started this whole thing in Mecca.
Right.
So he's like, bro, and he won't even say Saudi Arabia. When you read the book, he call it the Holy Land. He said, I won't even let those words come out my mouth. It's the Holy Land. So he's saying, listen, because of what America is doing, their occupation in Israel and their haughtiness and the U.S. reaching to the extent of trying to occupy even the Mecca. Watch this, read.
Yeah, even when you examine it too, it says the U.S. government abandoned humanitarian feelings by its hideous crimes. That's how you know that Netanyahu and America are all the same people.
Yes.
Because that's exactly what they're saying about him right now.
Right now. This dude is bombing hospitals.
Yeah, schools.
Talking about, the terrorists live next door. So we got to take the whole hospital down.
Right.
And Bin Laden and Saddam Hussein is telling you, like, they've been doing, like you said, Cap, they've been doing this.
Yes. This is a
this.
plot. That's what I'm saying. Now watch this. Keep reading. Come on.
For this and other acts of aggression and injustice, we have declared jihad against the U.S. Because in our religion, it's our duty to make jihad so that God's word is the one exalted to the heights, and so that we drive the Americans away from all Muslim countries.
Now it's very interesting that Bin Laden said this. I want to get Genesis right quick. Genesis 4. Let's get 16. Genesis 16. This is the prophecy.
Verse 11, Cap.
Yeah.
Genesis chapter 16 and verse 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt
This is Hagar. Go ahead.
and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael,
Call his name Ishmael. Go ahead.
because the Lord hath heard thy affliction.
Read. Come on.
And he will be a wild man.
He's going to be a what?
A wild man.
He's going to be a wild man. Go ahead.
His hand will be against every man,
Damn, go ahead.
and every man's hand against him.
You see the prophecy? This is the prophecy to Ishmael. It said his hand is going to be against every man. And every man is going to be against him. He going to stand on this Allah Akbar.
He gonna stand on this rock.
He's standing on business. He's standing on the
He
rock.
gonna stand on this rock.
Damn. He's standing on it. So do we got the rock? He's standing on business. Read, come on.
And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brothers.
And he's going to dwell in the presence of all his brothers. Now, we brought that out a couple weeks ago. Give me a map of the Middle East right quick, just real quick, real fast. When you examine the Middle East, you got all Ishmael and his brothers dwelling together. Give me that and come out a little bit. Zoom out. That's a good map. Now you see this right here. Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Libya, Iran, Pakistan. Scroll over just a little bit. Turkmenistan. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Yemen. You understand? All these. Remember, the prophecy said what? That he's going to dwell amongst his brethren. There's one problem. Israel is right in the middle.
In the midst.
Israel is in the midst of him. Of his brethren.
Is surrounded by his brethren.
He's surrounded by them. That's the prophecy. Now watch this. Give me that in Isaiah right quick. That's how you know who's who in these last days right quick. Give me Isaiah chapter 10. I'm going to show you the mindset of this so-called white man. Isaiah chapter 10, let's read verse 11 real quick.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 11.
Listen to this.
Shall I not, as I have done unto Samaria and her idols, so do to Jerusalem and her idols?
Now you got to think about it. What's going on? All these judgments that we about to go over, this is for the cause of the 12 tribes of Israel because of our sins. The war that we sin, the controversy of Zion, is because of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans going into idolatry and our punishments. And now the Lord is redeeming us. So now you seeing right here, Isaiah, he's saying, listen, you don't think what I did to Israel, I'm not going to do to Jerusalem because of her idolatry? Watch this, read on.
Wherefore, it shall come to pass that when the Lord hath performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria.
He said, after I punish Jerusalem, meaning after we destroy it, because he destroyed both Israel and Jerusalem. He took our nationality, he took our cultures, our laws, everything, our land, everything. He took it from us. After he performed that, he said, you know what? I'm going to turn and I'm going to look at this Assyrian. The Assyrian right here represents the so-called white man. Watch this. Read. Come on.
The stout heart of the king of Assyria.
The proud heart of the king of Assyria. Read.
And the glory of his high looks.
And the glory of his high looks. Everywhere he go, he walks around proud. He walking the damn UN and pushing other countries out the way. Donald Trump like, nigga, get out my way. I'm here. To the African countries. Not shaking nobody's hand. The party don't start till America step in. Watch this. Read. Come on.
Verse 13. For he saith, by the strength of my hand.
Listen to what America say. By the strength of my hand, read.
By the strength of my hand,
come on,
I have done it.
Go ahead.
And by my wisdom, for I am prudent.
You see, by the strength of my hand, by that ICBM missile, when they dropped in 1945 on Hiroshima, everything stopped. By his wisdom, getting the understanding of bringing those damn Nazis over here to help facilitate that bomb. By his wisdom, they was able to make everything stop. All the other nations had to bow the hell down. Read, come on.
And by my wisdom.
Go ahead.
For I am prudent.
Go ahead.
And I have removed the bounds of the people.
Right there, he said what?
I have removed the bounds of the people.
Listen, remember what Osama Bin Laden said. They're trying to occupy Israel and Saudi Arabia. Palestine and Saudi Arabia, which those lands was given to those people. This is what America does. You got that? Get that. Just hold that real quick. Deuteronomy, what is it, 32:8? Because the Lord set the bounds with all the people. He put Israel in his land, and then everybody else got their land. And he said, Ishmael, you gonna dwell together. Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
Go ahead.
When he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number
those bounds is talking about the land. He said the bounds what?
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
According to the land of the Israelites, the 12 tribes separated their lands first. Y'all get y'all lands first. Everybody else, you get your land after. Now you got Esau, what Isaiah said, you got Esau coming and changing those bounds. Nah, you know what? Hell nah. Our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters who was given this side of the world, this ain't yours no more. This is ours. You know what? Let's wake up one day. I got an epiphany, John. Let's go over to Palestine. This is gonna be our land.
Like Bishop and everybody been saying, like they trying to establish that vision, like Daniel 11 and 14 say. Like Deuteronomy 11 tell you the bounds of Israel. So now they already got a good amount portion of it, but like you said, they trying to go now to Lebanon to where the bounds actually is at.
Supposed to stop.
Where it's supposed to stop. They trying to take them lands.
They trying to take everything. Watch this. This is gonna say it in Isaiah. Go back to Isaiah. I want you to think about this. This is a vision Isaiah seeing. Watch this, read.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 13. For he saith, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures.
Damn, go ahead.
And have put down the habitants like a valiant man.
The inhabitants like a valiant man. He said, I robbed their treasure. Watch this, it get colder. Watch this, read.
And my hand hath found as a nest the riches of the people.
All the riches of the people. He said, my hand found it like a nest. Read.
And as one gathereth eggs that are left, have I gathered.
You know how the Negroes go out there on Easter Sunday? And gather eggs that a bunny done dropped?
Come on, man.
Esau gathering all these fake riches. Read, come on, watch.
And my hand hath found as a nest the riches of the people. And as one gathereth eggs that are left.
Listen.
Have I gathered all the earth.
He's trying to gather all the earth. Read, come on.
And there was none that moved.
And ain't nobody that's moved. Read.
The wing. Or opened the mouth. Or peeped.
Woo, you know how gangster you got to be for everybody, all the nations to be like church mouses.
Right. Man.
Don't move or peep. Don't nobody say nothing. The only ones that's going against him is Ishmael.
Wild man.
That wild man.
Yes.
Allah Akbar, blowing stuff.
Right.
But he said, listen, the rest of these nations, bow down.
Bow down.
Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Nobody move, nobody get hurt.
Nobody move, nobody get hurt.
Yep. It's like the Most High had to create Ishmael to be that wild man.
Yes.
He had to create him.
He had to. Hey, that's some heavy stuff you just said, bro. I don't think you realize what you just said. Bro, officer in the spirit.
Yeah.
He had to create somebody with enough mental fortitude that wasn't wired all the way correctly to go in there and blow himself up.
Right.
That's the only one because everybody else like, bro, we don't want no damn bombs.
We don't want no smoke.
We don't want no smoke. God damn. Bro, that's some heavy stuff you just said, bro.
He said it wasn't wired right.
He said he wasn't wired right, bro. He's missing anybody that'll strap a bomb to him. And slice their head. Bro, the electrons going through the mind
ain't fire.
It's not fire.
It's not fire.
It ain't fire. It's a misfire.
It's a misfire.
Misfire. But it is what it is.
Hey, can I get a precept?
Yeah.
Hey, can we put that map back on the screen of Middle East? Because this goes exactly along with what Cap just brought out. Get Jeremiah 50. Let's read verse 45. This goes exactly with this. How you see all these lands of Ishmael where they dwell in all around Israel. Watch what the Bible say. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he had taken against Babylon and his purposes.
What was his purpose? One of his purposes was displacing the people out of that land who are mostly Arabs and putting in the so-called the Nazis. Putting them people in the land.
Nazis.
That's one of the purposes.
That he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans.
Come on.
Surely the least of the flock.
Who's the least of the flock when you look at this picture?
Israel.
That's the least of the flock because you look around all of them, all of these are Ishmael. That's the least of the flock. He says he's going to do what?
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
When you go back to what Cap just read in Isaiah, when he was going in there, taking the lands, changing the borders, misplacing the people out of these lands, Osama Bin Laden said, you know what? That's not about to happen. Y'all making us mad now. Y'all making us tight because y'all taking all of our lands. That's the least of the flock drawing them out. Read.
Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
He said, hey, habitation has to be desolate with them because these people's pride have reached the heavens. Hey, that's a cold precept right there, and it's coming to life right now.
Hey, and watch this. Go back to that book because I'm going to show you. Once you try to resist, listen to how Osama Bin Laden described it. Go to the next page. Watch this. Read that right quick. Just read the highlight.
The U.S. today has set a double standard, calling whoever goes against its injustice a terrorist. He said at one point. It wants to occupy our countries.
It wants to do what?
Occupy our countries.
And nobody say a peep. Read. Come on.
Steal our resources.
Oil.
impose on us.
Gathered, remember, Isaiah said he gathered everything like eggs.
Yes.
The whole earth.
Yes.
Osama, like, listen, they want to steal our resources. They want to occupy our countries and impose on us agents to rule us. Read, come on.
And wants us to agree to all this.
Go ahead.
If we refuse to do so, it will say, you are terrorists.
You a terrorist. This is not, hey, this is the same MO of
Yes,
America.
Of America.
When you stand up and you sit there and pull up America's skirt, oh, you a hate group. You a terrorist. It's only gonna be a matter of time before we call terrorists. And we ain't bombed nothing.
Nope.
We don't own no planes.
We already are, Cap.
Huh?
We already are.
We are
terrorists.
we're terrorists.
Yeah, we on the hate group.
We on
That's
the damn
terrorists.
hate group list.
Yeah.
We ain't did none of that. Ain't broke a cross. Ain't shot nobody.
Shot nobody. Ain't
Come on, man.
And this is what they do. This is their MO. But go ahead, read on.
With a simple look at the U.S. behaviors, we find that it judges the behavior of the poor Palestinian children whose country was occupied.
Watch this.
If they throw stones against the Israeli occupation, it says they are terrorists. Whereas when the Israeli pilots bombed the United Nations building in Qana, Lebanon, while it was full of children and women, the U.S. stopped. The U.S. stopped any plan to condemn Israel.
And you think, wait a minute, this is in the early 90s.
90s.
They didn't condemn them then.
No. Right.
You think they was going to condemn them now?
No, sir.
That's what Osama's saying.
No, sir.
Go ahead, read on.
This was a reference to April 18, 1996, when Israeli forces seeking to attack Hezbollah.
All right, jump down to right there, Bin Laden.
Bin Laden angrily continued. At the same time that they condemn any Muslim who calls for his rights, they receive the top official of the Irish Republican Army at the White House as a political leader. Wherever we look, we find the U.S. as the leader of terrorism and crime in the world.
Stop.
The world.
This is his mindset. This is in the early 90s. You would think, like I said, when you reading this, you would think that he's doing this interview today.
Yes.
Watch this. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go down. Yeah, let's read just that part.
Underline. Yep. An Australian tourist.
No, the dual attacks.
The dual attacks in New York and Washington.
Because like I said, they tried to put the attacks of 9/11 on Bin Laden. And Bin Laden has said before, we read earlier, with a smirk, hey, we declaring jihad on America. Right. I got some stuff coming that you have no idea because of what? They're occupying Israel and they want us to accept their policies and don't peep. Watch this. Read on.
The dual attacks in New York and Washington were the deadliest salvo in Osama Bin Laden's holy war against the United States. A war that had begun almost a decade earlier with the little-noticed bombing of Yemen hotel that housed American soldiers. An Australian tourist was the sole casualty of that assault. But with every passing year, the attacks became more sophisticated and more deadly. The bombings in 1998 of 2 U.S. embassies in Africa killed more than 200 people. The October 2000 bombing of an American warship, the USS Cole, in Yemen left 17 American sailors dead.
You see this? So over time, you got to think about it. It said his attacks became more sophisticated. It was like, you know how the Lord says, my judgments are liken them to a woman in pain.
Yep.
It comes and it goes. Comes and it goes. And each, what they call it,
contraction.
Each contraction, thank you, is worse and worse. That's how when he declared jihad, he said his attacks got more and more sophisticated.
Building that momentum.
Building momentum up.
Yep.
Now watch this. I think we missed one. I want that one where it says when they came into America.
And see, that's how the
sleeper cells.
So that's how the mindset of black people is so short attention span because These people, when they plan for the future.
Yep.
After they gone. When we do what we do, we march right now for reparations right now. But we don't think about what's going to happen later on after we get that. Our people don't think that. We think short attention span. These people think, you know what? My kids is going to remember this. My kids is going to be in on the same thing that I was thinking.
Also, it's worse because our people don't think that they oppress.
Right.
At least Ishmael has they got a couple screws loose, but they got a lot of screws loose.
Yeah.
But they know that they being oppressed.
Right.
They understand that.
And they stand for something.
Yeah.
Now watch this. Here, I'm about to drop it. This one right here. Give me that one. Because like I said, it was a build-up. The same way it's going to be a build-up right now. We got sleeper cells right now. Don't forget the topic.
Yeah.
It's a build-up. Now watch this.
Newsweek. Who were the 9/11 hijackers? The 19 Al-Qaeda members who carried out terrorist attack.
Scroll down. So let's examine who they was. Just read the first paragraph and then we're going to go down.
September 11, 2001, saw a terror attack in the U.S. carried out by 19 members of the Al-Qaeda group led by Osama Bin Laden. Killed nearly 3,000 people, including all 19 terrorists.
All 19. So all of them, when they came over here, they all had the mindset, we dying.
Yep.
Ain't no coming back. I'm getting one-way tickets.
Allah Akbar, boom.
7 versions.
Martyrs for what they believe.
Now watch this. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Keep going down. Go down. Let's right here. Go back up. Go back up right there. Let's read that. Hijackers on American Airlines.
Hijackers on American Airlines Flight 11. Name, Mohammed
Right, you ain't got to pronounce it all. Go down. Right there. When did he arrive?
He's dead.
Go ahead. When did he arrive?
Date arrived in the U.S. June 3rd, 2000.
You see this? So he was here over a year.
Yeah.
Go to the next one. He 33 years old. Where did he go? New Jersey.
Yep.
Where did he come from? Egypt.
Yes, sir.
Where did he reside? Florida. Go down to the next one.
Date arrived in the U.S. June 29, 2001. Arrival city, New York.
You got to say his name. Abs
Al-Aziz.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Go back up. Go back up. When did he come in?
Yeah, date arrived.
2001. He arrived in New York. He resided in. He went to Florida.
Yep.
He was 22.
Yep.
These is young men.
That's like immigrants.
From Saudi.
Yeah. What's the next one?
Osama bin Muhammad.
He came in April 2001, so he came in that summer. Where did he go? Florida. Go ahead, go down.
Age 25. Well, Muhammad. Date arrived June 8, 2001.
Where did he go?
Miami.
Florida. He arrived in Miami and he stayed in Florida.
Yeah.
Notice, this is gonna be a reoccurring thing.
Yep.
It's a
I'm
pattern.
telling you, bro, the judgments are the same the way the Lord set this up.
Yes.
Read. We're not just going over this for nothing.
Right.
You gotta paint. I gotta paint my
Hooray.
Nah, yo.
I need a name. Picasso had a name. I need a name, man.
Yo, Mona Lisa.
You said hell no.
Hey,
brother said
hey,
Mona
that's an
Lisa.
Edomite woman getting destroyed.
My masterpiece.
This is your masterpiece.
Gotta paint this masterpiece for you, bro. Go ahead, hit the next one.
Walid Muhammad.
Walid. Where he come? He came in April. He came with the same brother that we read up.
Yep.
Same flight.
He went to Orlando.
He went to Orlando. Where did he reside?
Florida.
Florida.
Age
Let's
22.
get one more. Let's get one more.
Marwan Yosef Mohammed.
Where did he go? Florida.
Florida.
All
look,
of
look.
listen.
Pilot of the plane.
Pilot of. So he was a pilot. Now
was
think
a
about
pilot.
this, bro. Think about this.
Uh-huh.
Think about this. In order to fly a plane, you got to go through flight school, right?
Go through flight school.
So they came over here in 2000. My man came over here in 2000 with the intentions of going to flight school. And you know how black people are, man. You know how people with melanated skin are. When we want to trade, we go into college, and as soon as we learn to trade,
You drop out.
I know I said I was going to get this degree, but when I learned how to do it, I was gone.
I'm an independent contractor.
I'm an independent contractor.
Hey.
I'm an independent contract.
Here my card. Here my card right here.
Then how you go to? Because the Northern Kingdom, you know, I love my Northern Kingdom brothers. You know, they got to get their green cards, Soldier Yon. But these brothers, you know what I'm saying? You come in 2000, and how you go to flight school? You ain't you go right to flight school without a green card.
He went right to flight school.
Without a green card.
You don't find that suspicious?
Hey, but bro probably had about 30 hours.
30 hours.
But look, remember it said the attack's gonna be more and more sophisticated.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they might have came a year, 6 months ahead of time, but they been here for a while in this next attack.
Now
They
watch
been here.
this. Watch this. Let's go to the next one. Now we just showing you again. The judgments is like a ring.
Hey,
Matter of fact, give me that in Jeremiah. Give me that in Jeremiah. What is it? 50 and 24. You're gonna be like caterpillars.
51.
I'm about to say Cap 2. Remember, they didn't just get on a plane. They got on the plane with box cutters.
Well, box cutters.
Box cutters.
Man, let's keep it real, cause we be making light of it. You got to know what you're doing to fly a damn Boeing 747.
Yeah.
You gotta be in there at least paying attention, learning to know how to fly this plane.
Yeah.
Call of Duty ain't gonna do it.
Call of Duty is not gonna do it. I know you brothers be playing Call of Duty. I can do it. I'm a soldier. I'm be the first one out there and get popped.
Ain't no respawn.
Ain't no restart. He did. Brother go out there all violent, get shot, and then all of a sudden, you know how he got the angels. He thought he was gonna do all the things and woke up.
Hey, I don't need my gun. I'm gonna leave my gun here.
Yeah. Oh, that ain't how it worked. My man, they had to go to flight school.
Got him.
They had to really learn, you understand, how to fly this thing in order to complete the mission.
Yep.
And to hit the target.
Yep.
Now watch this. Where I tell you to go. Give me that.
Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 12. Set up the.
That don't sound right.
14, verse 14.
Hold on, let me look at it. Hold on, let me look at it.
Yeah, you want 12.
All right, yeah. First give me 51 and 1, and then jump to 12.
Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. Thus said the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that raise up against me.
So this is the Lord saying, listen, I'm going to come against Babylon because they have risen up against me. When you, as you see your neighbors right now putting up damn Christmas lights, decorations, that's white supremacy. That is lifting up against God.
Yep.
When you see them celebrating Thanksgiving and all these things, they are lifting themselves up against God. Marrying homosexuals, you're lifting and holding the Bible. You know how you holding your Bible right there? Put the soldier on the screen. You see how the soldier holding the Bible right there? Is he on the screen? That's how they marrying two men.
Damn.
Oh my God.
So it's like that.
So it's like, you want to put it down. Don't put it down. That's how they marrying two men, two women. You lifting up yourself against God.
Yep.
For this cause, read, jump to verse 14.
Them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
He said he's going to rise up a destroying wind. Now I want you to jump over.
Verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon.
Just get to the point, verse 14.
Verse 14. The Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying.
Now when the Lord say, listen, I put this on me. Right. He swore. Yep. Ain't like a nigga swearing. He said, I sworn on the Lord. This means this going to happen.
It's going to happen.
This is coming to pass.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee.
The Lord said, I'm going to fill you with caterpillars, bro. A caterpillar eat from the inside out.
Yep.
And he said, I'm going to fill you with them. This is what we just read in the article. When they sending them over in 2000, 2001, and they all going to Florida.
Yep.
You might have one going to New York just to throw it off. But everybody else, Florida. Now watch this. Read that article.
Fox News. Thousands of special interest aliens from Middle East countries stopped at southern border since 2021. Data.
So you got a thousand of special aliens, they call them, from the Middle East, stopped at the border. Let's read that.
thousands of special interest aliens from numerous countries, including the Middle East, have been arrested by Border Patrol agents while attempting to cross the U.S. southern border illegally for over the last 2 years.
Why are they coming from the last 2 years? And why did they stop them? Read, come on.
According to internal customs and border protection.
Go ahead.
Data leaked to Fox News.
Go ahead.
Special interest.
So that wasn't supposed to get out.
Right.
Go ahead.
Been a lot of leaks.
It's been a lot of leaks. Go ahead.
Special interest aliens are people from countries identified by the U.S. government as having conditions that promote or protect terrorism or potentially pose some sort of national security threat to the U.S.
Go ahead.
That data, confirmed by multiple CBP sources, and reflects apprehensions between ports of entry between October 2021 and October 2023.
Go ahead.
Shows that agents encountered 6,386 nationals from Afghanistan.
From where?
From Afghanistan.
Go ahead.
In that period.
In the same period.
As well as 3,153 from Egypt.
From Egypt. These are the same people. Remember, those in Palestine, they've been on that border fighting to get up out of Gaza to go where? Egypt. So it's nothing to cross over the border into Egypt before all this war broke out, catch a flight over here, and do what you got to do. Read. Come on.
659 from Iran.
Go ahead.
And 538 from Syria.
From Syria. So this is documented. They letting you know that they have crossed over. Now watch this. Go to the next. Play that. Now I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Play.
Where are you going? New York? Chicago? Senegal. You? Where are you going?
Senegal.
Chicago, New York, California?
New York.
New York. You?
Senegal.
Where are you going?
Senegal.
Where are you going? Chicago?
New York.
Oh, okay. Bronx. Okay.
Now watch this.
Buenas noches. Where are you from?
India.
India. Where are you going?
California.
California. You?
India.
Where are you going?
Indiana.
Thank you. You?
Uh-oh.
India.
Where are you going?
California.
Thank you. You?
India.
Where are you going?
New York.
Thank you. You?
Uh-oh.
India.
Where are you going?
Los Angeles.
Thank you. You?
India.
Where are you going?
California.
You?
Uh-oh.
India.
Where are you going?
California.
Thank you. You?
India.
Where are you going?
Los Angeles.
Thank you. You?
Uh-oh.
India.
Where are you going?
California.
Thank you. You?
Uh-oh.
India.
Where are you going?
California.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. You?
India.
Where are you going?
California.
Thank you. That's your boyfriend? That's your boyfriend?
Now listen to what he said.
California.
Where you?
Listen to what he said. That wasn't the end of the video with some more on that? Listen, did you hear all the places?
Yes.
What was the common denominator? California.
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 That's why they was holding
California. Los Angeles. California.
We're going.
Play on. Watch this.
Where are you from?
India.
Thank you. You? Where are you from?
India.
Oh,
you
pause. No, whoa.
Yeah, he almost
He
said
slipped.
it. Yeah.
He said, where you from?
He did.
He's about to say Saudi Arabia.
Arabia,
None of them Indian.
None of them. Play it again.
You, sir?
India.
Where are you going?
California.
Thank you. You?
He don't know where the hell he
Where are
going.
you going?
Who you looking at?
Thank you. Senegal. Where are you going? New York?
So you gotta
Chicago?
you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. As it was yesterday, so it's gonna be today.
To this day.
We just read a whole list of young Arabs coming over, hitting up Florida.
Yeah.
Now they see, okay, you know what? We can't hit Florida. We already did that in 2001, Abib.
Let's go to a different coast.
We gotta go to another coast.
Yep.
California's the destination.
Yep.
They are here.
Now.
Sleeper cells in America. Give me the next one.
And of course,
Let's read the title.
You got to have a few in New York, too. You always got to have a few.
Yeah, you always got to have a few in New York.
CNN Politics. Inside the effort to wrestle thousands of Afghans.
To
resettle thousands of Afghans in the United States. After the biggest military evacuation in history, the Biden administration will now resettle more than 60,000 Afghan refugees.
Now, I know a lot of people is confused.
Man.
I know a lot of people's confused. Where the hell did 60,000? How the hell 60,000 Afghanis get into the country? Right. God damn. Well, you want to explain?
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
Fell asleep on the job.
Sleepy Joe.
You had George Bush, who declared war on Afghanistan 20-something years ago. And just like the Soviets, you see, when all these little countries, they try to bully Afghanistan, they try to go in and invade Afghanistan. Afghanistan got this little, they got their territory, where they are, is, what's the word I'm looking for? It's convenient for them to fight because they fighting in the mountains.
In the mountains, yep.
Where the terrain is different from the rest of the world. Yeah. See, the rest of the world, you could just drop a bomb, flatten everything, you good.
Yep.
But not in Afghanistan.
Nope.
In Afghanistan, they in caves. They all the same, they up and down.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So when you trying to invade, when the Soviet Union was trying to invade Afghanistan, and you had America, like we was talking about, you had America who was sitting up there sponsoring Osama Bin Laden, and his people, because they wanted to beat the Soviets. Now they didn't backfire. Now Bush trying to go in and do the same thing, and Sleepy Joe had to say, you know what? We got to bring our boys home.
Remember, Bush tried to say they had weapons of mass destruction.
Yes.
That was the whole reasoning of trying to get into the land.
And here you are, now you pulling all the American troops out of Afghanistan, and you ain't benefited nothing.
No.
Nothing at all. And you leave. Remember, they left all types of the equipment, weaponry, and everything. What was you saying yesterday?
You don't find that suspicious?
I'm not sure if we got no videos or not, but it was a soldier. He was amputated. He was there, and he said that at first the order that was given to them was to destroy all the weaponry. Then once they started destroying the weaponry, then they said one of the ground sergeants told them to fix everything and leave it there. Then it's an interview from Joe Biden years ago, probably about 10, 15 years ago. And Joe Biden explained, if we leave those weapons in Afghanistan, he said it's gonna take more than a day just to get all the troops out of Afghanistan. But he basically said if we leave the weapons there, they're gonna use those weapons on our children. He said that in an interview like 10 years before he actually did it. So he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He knew what
you don't find that suspicious?
So this is how you had all those Afghanis get here to America. They had a first class ticket right to New York. And you don't think that hatred was deep rooted in them for what happened to their people?
Yes, sir.
For the bombing and the occupation of their land? When they was probably riding over here in their plane, boiling. Literally.
They was dreaming about them.
On both fronts, spiritually and physically. You understand? Now watch this. Read on. Let me hear some more of this.
The Biden administration will now resettle more than 60,000 Afghan refugees inside the U.S. over the next several weeks. To accommodate them, 8 military bases have transformed into small cities, as one defense official put it. About 17% of those who have already arrived are U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents and can head to their destination without first passing through military bases. The rest, however, will go to the bases to receive medical screening, including COVID-19 vaccination.
So they gotta give them all the shots that they need to get over here. And listen, if you got the mindset of jihad to come over here and you have a task, you have been given a task to accomplish. You think you care about a damn COVID-19 shot? Listen, bro, you about to go dead. You ain't looking at a dead man.
Exactly.
Dead man walk. Shoot me. That's what they saying. Take me to jail.
Damn. And it was a protest. It was a protest after they killed Soleimani. And the police had guns pointed to them. They had their hands up and they was yelling in their language, "Shoot me!" They don't care.
They don't care.
All
bro.
their screws are loose.
When the Lord said they a wild man, He meant that thing, bro. Now watch this. For a second time. Let's go on. Let's move on. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Watch this. Yep, that's it. Play that one.
Hey, make sure y'all subscribing to the channels, man. Ain't nowhere else in America you going to get this type of news of what's really going on in the world. All right, subscribe to IUIC Kansas City on all platforms and download the app IUIC TV.
I have is sleeper cells in the United States that are from terrorist countries that could be activated to do harm against the homeland. And that's not fear-mongering. The head of Hamas said this tomorrow. He's called for a global day of jihad tomorrow.
Yeah, he said show anger, especially on Friday in Muslim countries, also among Muslim diaspora around the world. And he called it the Friday of Al-Aqsa flood. He said this will send a message of rage to Zionists to America. He asked for financial help from all Muslims around the world to help their money, and he called it a financial jihad. He asked Muslims to give the fighters of Gaza in order to compensate them for destruction. But today we are asking for your blood and souls to be sacrificed for Palestine, giving everybody a heads up. And that's why they've always...
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. It's Friday the 13th. And Charlie, with everything that's going on, with the failure of security, with a message like that from this demon, thank God for our founding fathers for giving us the Second Amendment. I dare, when shit pops off here, Pat, we got guns. Come try that shit with us.
The caution I have is sleeper cells.
Pause. That's the pride of Esau.
Yes.
That is the pride of Esau.
Yep.
Esau said, man, hey, come try that. Come try it if you want to. We got guns. All right. All right. That's pride, bro. Now what? Give me that in Obadiah, matter of fact, since we said that thing.
You can't even stop a mass shooting.
Nothing.
How you gonna stop a terrorist attack?
Hey, that's the same thing America thought when they went into Afghanistan. It's like, all right.
Give me that right quick.
Obadiah verse 1.
Yep.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord. And an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Go ahead.
Arise ye.
He said, listen, we have heard a rumor of the Lord. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Watch this. Read. Come on.
And let us rise up against her in battle.
Damn. Go ahead.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Esau is greatly despised.
Yep.
This is why, just like Obama, I keep saying Obama, Osama Bin Laden, just like Osama Bin Laden declared jihad in the early 90s, you got the Hezbollah leader declaring the same thing. For what? The same reasons.
Same reasons.
Because why? They are despised amongst the heathen.
Yes.
The only thing is, the rest of the heathen, they don't want to say a peep.
Nope.
They don't want to say nothing. But everybody know it's only a matter of time before the rest of these nations build the kahunas to come against America. Right. It's going to happen. But for right now, everybody's just sitting back. You kind of like, remember in middle school, and you got the bully and the person that's getting bullied. The victim can only take so many ass whoopings. One day he's gonna muster up the I don't give a F gene and just go ham.
The Ishmael gene.
That Ishmael gene. And go ham on the bully, and then everybody's gonna sit back and say, "Whoa,
that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
We could do this.
We could do this.
Yeah. Yep.
This is how the Lord's playing this thing out. Watch this. Read. Come on.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
The pride of your mind has deceived Esau. Read.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
He said, the pride of your mind has deceived you. He thinks, hey, we got guns. We gonna stop this. Ain't a damn gun stopping a RPG.
Right.
Oh.
Man, sit your ass down.
Ain't no damn gun stopping what's coming. You gonna need a lot of guns.
A lot of guns.
Because like I said, listen, this stuff is going to happen. What we see happen yesterday is going to happen tomorrow.
And it's going to be more sophisticated.
And it's going to be more sophisticated. Yep. Now watch this. Now y'all remember Alex Jones, right? You remember Alex Jones?
Yep.
Alex Jones was, I don't know if y'all know, like he was one of the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
And before I learned the truth, we found out about the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real.
Yeah, the Illuminati. Yeah, all that.
Everybody was on the Illuminati.
Yeah.
In the comments, I know. We was going to all our families. The devil here throwing up the envelope. See the devil's in the Dodge Ram sign. Devil's in here. Hey, we was all spotting the devil.
Watching the damn DVD
We
with
was
Prodigy.
watching the DVD. Yeah.
Look how he hold his
Prodigy
hands.
on the DVD.
Look how he hold his hands.
I don't know. We was all victims. We was all victims, bro. That's how we learned about the Illuminati.
Yep.
And then we found out that we are the Illuminati.
We the illuminated
We are
ones.
the illuminated ones.
Yep.
But one of the key figures during that time that a lot of us watched was Alex Jones. All right, let's play him right quick.
They report thousands a month coming across the Texas border. Military-age men from Iran and from other Shiite countries. And they are very serious fighters, and they are willing to die in suicide missions. And if we ever do go to full-bore war with Iran, they are going to activate those groups to do very similar things to what you just saw done to Israel. And that's going to be terrible for those that get killed or the power grid that gets attacked. We know Iran's been looking at that. But what I'm really worried about is how our liberties and freedoms will be taken. Because there's a, quote, Muslim threat on 9/11, so we then lose all our rights under the Patriot Act, whose main mission is Trump supporters and the American people today. That's official now.
So hold on. I'm going to play it again because I want to make sure that we understand what Alex just said. Alex just said the same attacks that we seen on October 7th was a surprise attack on allegedly Hamas on the Ashkenazis when they just ran into their neighborhoods and was shooting. He said those same things are going to happen in America, where you got sleeper cells that's sitting waiting, gathering ammo, gathering intel. And as we're gonna see, the different spots that they looking for, they just not looking for what we deem as this is a good place to cause a terrorist attack. No, they got special spots laid out, waiting to attack. And the same thing, like he said, like Alex Jones said, it's gonna be a sad day. You gonna get caught up in that day living in La La Land. While World War III is on the brink. You worried about the Kansas City Chiefs and the damn Philadelphia Eagles. You worried, this is what they talking about at work. The damn football game. And you don't realize you're going to be sitting, when my coworkers is talking, I'm thinking to myself, you're going to be sitting in a restaurant one day.
Watching the game.
Watching the damn, a bar, watching the game.
Or even at the damn football game.
Or at the football game. And you're going to hear out of nowhere, what they going to hear?
Allah
Akbar. And it's going to catch you by surprise. I'm telling you.
Look, he said basically what you said. Well, he said they're looking for sophisticated spots.
Yes.
So they're going for the power grid. So the power grid, what you going to do when you can't see nothing? Everything's out.
Yes.
You can't do nothing without power. It's going to be total chaos. Total chaos. So it's gonna get real.
It's about to go down, bro.
You can't call the police. There's nothing.
Can't do nothing.
Nothing you could do.
Nothing.
And when that happened, you ain't just gotta worry about the Allah Akbars. You gotta worry about your neighbor, everybody.
That's
it's
true.
gonna be crazy.
That's true.
It's gonna be crazy.
Hey, Cap, that goes back to that what I was telling you about that video about over in Afghanistan and Pakistan. These people know how to make their own weapons, so they ain't hurting for nothing. They've been making counterfeit weapons, and their culture thrives off of that over there in Afghanistan right now. So they can come over here with nothing and make all the weaponry they need off of scraps.
Hey, Dan, it just got me thinking because, I had to get my coffee this morning at the Dutch Bros, you know what I'm saying? Side note. When I pull up to the window, it's a black chick, and she got on the Allah Akbar face, the thing they wear over their face. So think about when all this...
you seen was the eyes.
All you seen was the eyes. But so think about when all this stuff happens, our people that's in that religion, they're going to be going through some stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Because of all of this. So
now watch this. Watch this. Play that Alex Jones again, and then I want that book because I want to show y'all something. Go ahead.
Thousands a month coming across the Texas border. Military-age men from Iran and from other Shiite countries. And they are very serious fighters, and they are willing to die in suicide missions. And if we ever do go to full-bore war with Iran, they are going to activate those groups to do very similar things to what you just saw done to Israel. And that's going to be terrible for those that get killed or the power grid that gets attacked. We know Iran's been looking at that. But what I'm really worried about is how our liberties and freedoms will be taken. Because there's a, quote, Muslim threat.
Now he said something heavy too.
Yep.
He said he talked about Iran looking at the power grid. Now, if you know anything about the news, listen, Iran and Saudi Arabia, they've been against each other forever.
Yeah.
The real Muslims look at the Saudi Arabians as heretics. That's how they've been looking at them forever. Like they against the true the true Shiites.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they sitting at the table shaking hands. This is a shift and change.
Amazing.
Now watch this. Let's go to the book. This is not the book. It should be, Yep. Scroll out a little bit. Let's read that. 2014. Let's read quickly. All right. Read that right.
In 2014.
So the name of this book is United States Sleeper Cells in America. All right, Sleeper Cells in America. Can you come out of this so we get the title? Hit the X right there. Right, United States Jihad. The United States of Jihad. Basically going into, read that title right quick.
United States of Jihad. Who are America's homegrown terrorists, and how do we stop them?
Okay, this is the same man, Peter Bergen, who wrote The Holy War. He wrote this book. Now let's go to page 7. Now let's read that right quick.
In 2014, ISIS made alarming strides toward becoming the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, it claimed to be, having seized large regions of both countries, including population centers such as Mosul, the second largest city in Iraq. The group assumed some of the conventional trappings of the state, implementing its own police force and ambulances in the cities it controlled, and even issuing its own license plates. It also imposed Taliban-style rule, a draconian implementation of Sharia or Quranic law that has involved throwing homosexuals to their deaths.
This is what they was doing. This is how the Taliban got rulership in Afghanistan. They was trying to bring back the true nature of Muhammadan, of Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad. Read, come on.
Quranic
They
law.
didn't do that homosexual stuff.
Right.
Remember who he learned it from.
Bring it out.
So we thinking, okay, they throwing homosexuals from a building. Remember,
What did he
our
say?
forefathers was stoning homosexuals.
Yeah.
We was stoning sodomites.
Yep.
Read, come on.
Or Quranic law that has involved throwing homosexuals to their deaths from tall buildings.
Go ahead.
Lopping off the hands of thieves.
Chopping off the hands of thieves. Read.
Beheading-
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Go ahead.
Beheading women accused of sorcery.
Witches can't live. Read.
And enslaving and raping minority women.
Now, we wasn't doing none of that, but
At
go
all.
ahead. Read that. Wait a minute. I guess we was. When you read Deuteronomy 22, I think, when she said it, if she screams out.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
We had some Negroes.
You had some Negroes. Go ahead.
Over some 8 million Syrians and Iraqis. Within several months of conquering Mosul, ISIS had drawn to its banners a dozen or so affiliated terrorist groups around the Muslim world, stretching from the coast of North
So
Africa.
they grew. Let's go down for sake of time. Go down, page 8. Go down. Let me look. Right there, ISIS Semitic. Go down right there. Watch this.
ISIS
Now I want y'all to pay close attention. Read.
ISIS cemented its leadership of the global jihadist movement.
Esau wrote this book. Read. Come on.
During the fall of 2015,
Go ahead.
with a quick succession of devastating attacks. On October 31st, a local branch of ISIS brought down a Russian Metrojet airliner with the bomb shortly after it had departed Sharm el-Sheikh airport in South Sinai, Egypt, killing all 224 people on board. This was the worst assault on commercial aviation since 9/11.
So when they seen, okay, Al-Qaeda do what they did with 9/11, ISIS said, you know what? We got to follow suit.
We could do it.
We can do that too.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Read, come on.
On October the 12th, ISIS dispatched suicide bombers to a Shiite neighborhood in Beirut, killing 43.
Go ahead.
It was the most lethal attack in the city since the end of the Lebanese Civil War in 1990.
Go ahead.
A day later, the organization launched the deadliest terrorist attack in the West.
This is where we want to get, in the West. He's talking about in Europe, Paris. Watch this, read.
In more than a decade.
Go ahead.
Using suicide bombings and assaults by multiple gunmen.
Not only did you have suicide bombers laying wait, you had gunmen. Remember, they was running through Paris shooting people. Watch this, read.
ISIS terrorists killed 130 people in locations around Paris.
This is the same things. It's going to happen here. This is what Alex Jones was saying.
That's why I said, Cap, if you can't stop a mass, because you think about all the mass shootings in America.
Yes.
And these mass shootings has been done by teenagers.
Yes.
And they've been seeing it online before it even happens. If you can't stop that from happening, how are you going to stop this?
How are you going to stop when they put the Superman emblem in the air?
Right.
You tell them, it's
activate.
It is time.
It's time. It's go time.
Read, come on, watch this. But listen to this. Go ahead.
Their targets were not government buildings.
I want you to pay attention to their targets. Go ahead.
Or military facilities, but rather a concert hall.
A concert hall.
Where an American rock band was playing.
Stop. What did Hamas just do in Israel? They didn't attack a military building.
No.
They went to a concert.
Yep. Concert.
Same plot.
Yes.
Different jerseys.
Yes.
Telling you, bro. Read, come on.
A concert hall where an American rock band was playing.
Go ahead.
A soccer stadium.
Go ahead.
A football game.
A football game.
Brothers worried about football, going to the damn game, and they attacking football game.
Go to a Chiefs game if you want to.
Go ahead.
A popular restaurant.
A popular restaurant. Go ahead.
Places where young Parisians typically gather on a Friday night. Selected because of their very ordinances. The message was clear. The terrorists could attack at any time, anywhere.
You see this? You drop that. This is the mindset of these terrorists.
Yeah.
Of these quote unquote terrorists. When they declared jihad, they're sitting back waiting.
Yes.
They did it in Europe.
Yep.
They did it back over in Israel, on October 7th.
Yep.
And they using the same plot. To this day. They're not changing nothing up.
They trying to get as many people as possible. Yep.
You understand? Common folk. We're going to skip that. Give me that next one. What the hell you get next? I really want that book now. Yeah, get that book right quick. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Is this it? No, that's not it. Bear with us. Plug us in. Let me look at it.
Hey, so yeah.
Yes, that's it. Go, but it's the first page. I think that's the second one. Go down, scroll down there. Yep, okay, all right, you all right, bro. I tell you all right, man. You all right. Let's read that. Go ahead, plug us in, officer.
Yeah, so hey, subscribe. Hey, IOIC Kansas City, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Hey, we trying to get to 11,000 now. Let's help us get to 11,000 on YouTube, all right?
Right. So listen, the last book we just read, it said they was attacking certain places, right?
Yep, certain
and
places.
The motto was they can attack anywhere at any time.
Yep.
So this is the first book that we was reading, The Holy War. Now watch this, read this. This is the mindset of the mortals. Go ahead.
No single event better illustrates this fusion than the attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. Bin Laden's men, some of whom had trained in the U.S. as pilots, flew passenger jets into two of the world's most famous buildings in a martyrdom operation that would, in their view, instantly take them to paradise.
Listen, he said instantly take us to paradise, and they getting 7 women virgins. Yep. I think it's 70 virgins that's going to cater to their every wish and need. Can you imagine little Abib dying and he don't get this?
hey, Cap, and them 19 terrorists we named off.
That's got to be some BS.
Those were young. They was 22, 25.
Yeah,
emotional. You ain't getting those 70 versions.
Hey, you ain't getting. You just wake up. Dark, waiting to come back.
Yeah.
Where did they go?
Damn.
Where's my women?
Go ahead.
That's a setup, bro.
I like Akbar no
Watch
fool.
this. Go ahead.
They saw themselves as shuhada.
Watch this.
Martyrs in the name of Allah.
Martyrs in the name of Allah. Read.
And their attacks as acts of worship.
Now watch this. Go to the next one. Look at their mindset. Read.
Yeah. These were not, however, impoverished suicide bombers.
Okay, read.
Of the type seen in the Palestinian intifada. Intifada. Instead, they were generally well educated, technically savvy young men who had blended all too well into their various American communities in California.
You see this? Said they blended in too well in their communities.
Hey, Cap, that video we saw, it didn't seem like they blended in. That video we just saw.
Go to any gas station in California.
Any gas station, any American city.
Any American city.
You see them, they blended in.
Yes.
They don't. Now keep reading. I want to jump ahead. Read on. Watch this.
Into their various American communities in California,
Go ahead.
Florida,
Go ahead.
and Virginia. They did not wear the full beards of the typical Islamic militant.
Damn, he said they look like Kid Cudi. You ain't right, man. You ain't right.
Kid Cudi.
You ain't right. Play. Read on, man. Go ahead.
They did not wear the full beards of their typical Islamist militant, but were clean shaven.
Clean shaven.
They worked out at gyms. Ordered in pizza and booked their flights on the internet.
Mafia pizza.
Damn.
Some even drank on occasion. A grave sin for a serious Muslim, but an excellent cover for the Bin Laden's operatives.
You see this?
Damn.
So they was blending in. They shaved off their beards.
Going to
They didn't want
Starbucks?
you to. They didn't want you to see. You know them have them big beards according to the law.
Yep.
They want you to. I want to look just like the Americans.
Just like the Americans.
You got a job to do.
Yep.
You understand? Well, go work. Go open a pizza parlor.
Right.
Yep.
Order your damn pizza. You understand?
find that
Order your
suspicious.
pizza. How many pizzas do you want? 2 or 3.
The chicken spot.
Or the chicken spot.
The damn chicken spot.
CJ's.
Bro, I just thought of something,
With
bro.
the crack on the chicken.
Listen. I thought of something. Church's Chicken.
Churches,
They
they
all
took
legit.
over
They
Church's
took over.
Chicken.
Oh my goodness, bro!
They-
It just hit me like a Holy Spirit.
That is the
Tax
spot.
getting more.
Bro, Arabs be in Church's Chicken.
Chicken.
It's like they infiltrated.
Come on, that's the hideout, Cap.
Wow.
That's the hideout.
Tax
It's
more
the hideout.
sophisticated.
Ain't no way.
Wow.
That's the hideout.
man.
Wow.
Churches, bro.
Yeah, Church's Chicken.
This is why you better stay away from that Church's Chicken, man.
It just tastes so good.
Go ahead, bro.
Spicy sprinkles.
Damn, bro. He said they even drunk. They was drinking.
They was drinking.
That's a cardinal sin to the real Muslims. Yep.
Remember, and they like in Kansas City, they own a lot of liquor stores here too.
Yes.
So yep.
Go ahead, read on.
In short, the hijackers looked and acted like the increasingly diverse United States of the 21st century.
Damn, you see this? So that's the mindset of these young men when they come over here to do their jihad.
Yep.
All right, now watch this. Go to the next one. What else we got?
Cash, sleeper cells in the United States that might be activated, Hamas and Hezbollah terrorists could already be in the U.S. Your reaction?
They're already here. And you don't have to take my word for it. DHS Secretary Mayorkas of the Biden administration admitted a couple of months ago that at least 24 known terrorist affiliates with organizations like Hamas and Hezbollah and Iran have entered illegally through our southern border, and the DHS and the FBI do not know where they are today. Now, that's what they're admitting. When you have 275,000 illegals cross this country every month, 24 to me sounds like a low estimate. But here's the reality. What if there's more? How about if there's only 1 or 2 and those guys get activated and you have another 9/11 on U.S. soil? And remember, the one thing with terrorists they have, or the two things, are a hatred for America and an incredible amount of patience. So they will wait and see themselves in the community for years. And no one has anything to say about Mayorkas or Chris Wray and their efforts to locate these people. They're just saying they're out there somewhere, and the fake news is just steamrolling over that media cycle.
Stop. That's from the mouth of Esau.
Yep.
He know. Because why? He didn't learn from previous attacks.
Yep.
This is their MO. So give me some of those pictures. So you got these men, these quote unquote terrorists, as America has deemed them. sitting at home in different operations, and they making bombs, baby.
Yeah.
They making weapons, like you said. They know what. When they came over here, go back to that first one. I got to see that first one again.
It said these are educated men.
These are educated men.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's because they take this stuff seriously, bro. When from a kid, they grow up learning how to do this stuff. While we learning how to play football, play basketball, these kids are learning how to defend their people.
Come on, man.
They learning how
to build bombs.
They learn
They learning how to build. Look at this.
How to boom.
Look at this. He mixing up a concoction right there, bro. Go ahead.
He like, I'm
Play
going to kill
on.
him with this one.
Sparks flying everywhere. He's focused. Go ahead.
Have you noticed, even in like all the movies, they depict them this way as well. They depict them being. It's a lot of sleeper cell movies out in the world right now. If you think about it,
they know what
and
it is.
all of them are Ishmael.
Dang, then it shows you like, man, the mindset of Ishmael. They got to be crazy because this one little mistake could blow everything up.
Could mess everything up.
Yeah.
And, hey, think about it too. Like, you know how they be having sometimes around the 4th of July, those damn houses be exploding?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But they never showed like who actually did it. They just gotta say their name.
Yeah.
This could be some of them, bro.
Yep.
Your damn house just exploding out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Cause you in the basement trying to whip up a damn bomb.
Yep.
Hey, and it said they blended in very well, so this could be your neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He ain't got no beard.
Nope.
No beard.
He ain't got no beard. You friendly. Hey, you want a drink? Yeah, that's why you don't trust your enemies.
That's a setup, bro.
Don't trust your enemies. All right, where we at, bro? Where we at? Nah, we ain't there. We that far? Give me Revelations right quick. Give me Revelation.
Hey, somebody made a good point in the comments too. You think about these people, some of them blend in so well, you will think they Latinos. You'll think they Northern Kingdom.
They be driving on toy Hondas.
Matter of fact, before you get that in 1 Samuel 15 right quick. The mindset of Esau. Because remember what he said. Remember what the dude said, the reporter said. He said, listen, they got a couple things in common. They got a deep history for a deep hatred for America and a patient. All right. Why do they got hatred for America? Let's read that.
To this day.
1 Samuel about let me see. Let me look at it. Let's read verse 32.
Yes, sir.
1 Samuel 15:32.
1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 32. Then said Samuel.
Samuel is our forefather. Watch this.
Bring ye hither to me Agag.
He's talking to Saul, and he said, bring Agag. Agag is the Amalekite king. Read, come on.
The king of the Amalekites.
Go ahead.
And Agag came unto him delicately.
Scared as hell. Watch this, read.
And Agag said.
He already knew what time it was, read.
And Agag said, surely the bitterness of death is past.
This is Esau got a tendency to do this thing, man. They got a tendency to throw the rock and then hide the hand.
Yep.
Play the victim.
Play the victim.
He said, listen, surely the bitterness of death has passed. Read, watch this.
And Samuel said, as thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless.
You see what our forefather said about Esau?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Esau has a history by the sword to make women childless. And this has been a reoccurring thing throughout history.
To this day.
That they sit there. Remember, he said, listen, as your sword has made women childless, you're going to be childless. But remember what the king said before. Oh, death has passed.
Right.
Nobody's going to see us. We shouldn't have to pay for our crimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
You understand? This is the mindset of these damn Amalekites. They always play the victim.
Yep.
You gonna say something?
Nah, you good.
Now, watch this. You got something? Go give me that in Revelations right quick.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10.
Because now I want 16. Because you got to think, man. We got to understand the mindset of these Edomites and why these other countries, particularly Ishmael, why is he raising jihad on him? Why is he sending little sleeper cells over here to fight against this man? Watch this. Revelation 16 and verse. Let's start at verse 13.
Revelation chapter 16 and verse 13.
Watch this.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits, like frogs, come out of the mouth.
Start at verse 12.
Verse 12. And the 6th angel poured out his vial upon the great river
These are the different vials that the angels. Once these angels is activating destruction.
Yeah.
Once they start pouring out their vials, destruction happens on the world. Read it again.
And the 6th angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up.
As we see it today, Euphrates is drying up right in front of our eyes. Read, come on.
That the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
This how we know that we living in these times right here. Euphrates has been a mass of water. Now all of a sudden it's dried up to a dam, almost to a stream.
Yeah.
Read, come on.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits.
And he said at the same time he's seeing 3 unclean spirits. Read, come on.
Like frogs.
One was like, he said they're like frogs. Go ahead.
Come out of the mouth of the dragon.
He said come out of the mouth of the dragon. The dragon right here is dealing with politics. I want you to look up the Senate House. Look up the Senate House right quick. Give me the Senate House. Give me, what's the next one? Keep reading.
Out of the mouth of the dragon.
Politics.
And out of the mouth of the beast.
Out of the mouth of the beast. Then give me a picture of Wall Street, because it's dealing with economics. Read.
And out of the mouth of the false prophet.
And out of the mouth of the false prophets. Then I need a picture of pastors. When we examine these different elements that's going on, I want y'all to pay close attention. He said, when this angel poured out this vial, Euphrates started to dry up. And then he seen frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, dealing with politics. Out of the mouth of the beast, dealing with their economics. Out of the mouth of these false prophets. Read. Listen to what he said the next verse.
Verse 14.
Go ahead.
For they are the spirits of devils.
They are the what?
Spirits of devils.
What we seeing? Give me the picture of the Senate. I don't want the actual building. I want the House of Representatives. I need people right there. Give me the first picture right there. I like that one. Can you make that enlarge that thing and put it up for me? It said, these are the spirits of devils. When you're looking at these men sitting in the house, making political laws, judgments, the Lord said, I'm sending back spirits of devils. And each one of these vessels, these bodies, these are spirits of devils. Working through these men. The devil. To put in different laws, to activate different things, to make Ishmael create, to say, hey, it's jihad against you, bro.
Frame mischief.
Dang. Watch this. Give me the next one. But I say Wall Street, right? Because it said out of the mouth of the beast. When you think about Wall Street, you can put that one up there. Don't worry about it. Go down. The people that's on Wall Street that we hold in high esteem of making money, everything is always going. Can you give me the floor of Wall Street where you see them, they all standing around, you know what I'm saying?
Doing all that.
Trading.
Which was originally us. We was the first commodities on Black Wall Street.
We was the first ones. That's good. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. In Wall Street right here, you got these people that's normally, that look like a day of recession right there. Like the government stopped.
Hell no.
But inside there, you normally have thousands of people running around, trading. You understand? Buying and trading and trying to get swindle money out of the simple.
Yeah.
What you seeing, the scripture said, these are devils, bro. These are devils. These are spirits of devils. The devil. Working. Give me the pastors right quick. These right here, these are spirits of devils that are working in these last days. We just look at them like they men.
Yeah.
They not men. These are literally spirits that are come down. Read the scripture again from the top.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits spirits,
Go ahead.
like frogs,
Go ahead.
come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Go ahead.
For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles.
Working miracles, read.
Which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world.
Go ahead.
To gather them to the battle of the great day of God Almighty.
Listen, based off the decisions that these spirits and devils are making, they are gathering nations to Armageddon. That's what the Bible has said. It's what John's seeing in the spirit. He said, "Man, I see these damn false prophets. I see the Wall Street. I see them in the House of Representatives passing laws for mischief. These are spirits of devils that's going to ultimately bring along World War III. The devil. This is what we witnessing right here in these last days.
So the Lord's using Christianity.
Christianity, I'm telling you, bro, is white supremacy.
Yeah.
When you see these folks, because this is the time that we living in, and they putting up them damn decorations, these Christmas decorations, bro. I pull up to my neighborhood, and it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It is sickening. I hate coming home at night because it's like, bro, it's sickening, bro.
Hey, you can't even go in the store now. They already started that witchcraft with the music.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
This is white. It's white supremacy.
Yep.
White supremacy, and because of this. You have these Ishmaelite countries, they raising jihad, bro. Because they don't want all this in their land. Watch this. Y'all got something? From there, give me the next one. Give me the next one. Yep. Let's read that. This is a Jake brother right here. Read that.
The people of America have heard my cry. Are we ready to stand against these sleeper cells?
This is Jake.
Dang.
Wow.
This is Jake. The people of America have heard my cry. What cry, nigga?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
He said, what cry?
The cry of slavery? What cry?
You better shut your black lips.
Read it again.
The people of America have heard
Excuse
my
language.
cry.
Go ahead.
Are we ready to stand against these sleeper cells being covertly waged against us?
You see this thing? You got Jake talking about, are we ready to go against these sleeper cells? Listen, my brothers and sisters, this ain't got nothing to do with you.
This ain't your fight.
Leave that dope alone.
This ain't got nothing to do with us. You're going to be caught. If you fighting against these folks,
Bring it out.
you fighting against God.
Yep.
You are fighting
Message ass
against
down.
God, and the Lord is going to prevail.
Yep.
You're going to die just like, what's that king that died trying to fight in the battle? I forgot his name, bro. And remember, the Lord told him this, I think it was Josiah. He told him, man, sit back. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Oh, I want to go fight.
Yeah.
What happened? Death.
Death.
Read it again,
Dang.
bro. I'm telling you, man, you blacks and Hispanics, the one thing that you need to do, get that in Revelations 18:4, bro. Revelations 18:4.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying,
Go ahead.
come out of her, my people.
This is what we need to do.
Yep.
This is your only occupation right here. This is your only profession, is to come out of America. Flee Babylon. Read, come on.
Come out of her, my people.
Go ahead.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
So you don't be partakers of her sins. Read, come on.
And that ye receive
That's
not
the point right here.
of her plagues.
That you receive not of her plagues. The plagues. Remember in Egypt, if you remember the different plagues, the Lord sent different plagues to Egypt. One of the plagues is going to be these sleeper cells.
Yep.
These caterpillars that's going to come up, and they're going to come against America. Right now, the Lord is already working this thing right now. So you trying to intervene between that, you're going to find yourself, I'm telling you, fighting against the Lord.
Right. And remember in Proverbs it says, when we join in hand with them other nations,
Yes.
you're going to die
You're
with
gonna
them
die.
other nations.
Yep.
Bro, why don't you go right down the street and fight against the drug dealers of your own people?
Bring it out.
Don't think about that. That's how crazy black people are, bro. You got people in your own neighborhood doing worse, and then you want to go fight against people who blowing themselves up.
That's powerful,
Like you said, you
nigga.
can't even fix the drugs in your community, but you want to fight against a sleeper cell.
It's crazy. You can identify that, but you can't identify Ray Ray that didn't kill 5 people down the street.
Right. That's
no
what you
snitching.
should. That's what you should be crying about. The people heard my cry. Crazy.
Hey, put this up right here, because like
Mac.
I said, man.
Chief Mac.
Come on, man. Give me that right there, right quick. This right here, listen, the Lord is already stirring the pot, and he's telling us to come out of America right now, because he don't want us to be involved in her sins. Play this right quick.
That's wild, bro.
I'm going to show you something.
What on earth happened with Saudi Arabia and Iran earlier this year? Relations
Turn it
between
up.
Saudi Arabia and Iran have been sketchy since the Iranian Revolution in the late 70s. Since then, the two countries have fought each other in a series of proxy conflicts in the Middle East, including Yemen, Syria, and Iraq. However, that all began to change in March of this year when the two countries agreed to normalize relations in a China-brokered deal.
Stop. I want you to start it over, and I want you to play it again, because I want you to see what happens. Listen, China is against America. China backdooring America right now. Just like America backdoored the Soviet Union. That's why they call it a Cold War. It's not really a physical battle. It's just different attacks going back and forth with each other through the media or through the newspaper at that time. China then brokered a deal between Iran and Saudi Arabia for them to come sit at the table.
Damn.
Now watch this. Play it again, bro.
No volume.
Thank you, IT.
You good. IT good. Y'all been rolling today.
Now the video is just playing.
You good. Go ahead.
Amazing. Relations between Saudi Arabia and Iran have been sketchy since the Iranian Revolution in the late 70s. Since then, the two countries have fought each other in a series of proxy conflicts in the Middle East, including Yemen, Syria, and Iraq. However, that all began to change in March of this year when the two countries agreed to normalize relations in a China-brokered deal. Now the two states have begun to normalize relations in a deal that will see them reopen embassies, resume direct flights between the two, open up trade opportunities, and rewrite the security architecture of the Middle East. This deal is already having an impact in Yemen, where a Saudi delegation and Iranian-backed Houthis recently held talks aimed at agreeing a permanent ceasefire, and seems to be sparking a wider wave of normalization of relations between various states across the Middle East. What on earth happened with Saudi Arabia?
Wow.
Relations between
Stop.
Saudi Arabia and...
Can y'all hear? Yeah, I can hear. All right. Listen, it says there's no sound. That was earlier on the video. Now they just saying it right now. The video,
It was
the video
low. I think
sounded
it was low.
playing through our mics.
Yes, people. Somebody just put up. Can't hear. No.
Damn. IT. Just when you try to,
Judgment
not
like
hasty.
a ring. IT go.
exhort them to good works.
They in that ring.
It's all right. We're going to get it together.
You say they in that ring.
They in that ring.
Let me know when y'all ready. All right, play it again.
Iran have been sketchy since the Iranian Revolution in the late 70s. Since then, the two countries have fought each other in a series of proxy conflicts in the Middle East, including Yemen, Syria, and Iraq. However, that all began to change in March of this year when the two countries agreed to normalize relations in a China-brokered deal. Now the two states have begun to normalize relations in a deal that will see them reopen embassies, resume direct flights between the two, open up trade opportunities, and rewrite the security architecture of the Middle East. This deal is already having an impact in Yemen, where a Saudi delegation and Iranian-backed Houthis recently held talks aimed at agreeing a permanent ceasefire, and seems to be sparking a wider wave of normalization of relations between
not on the screen.
states across the Middle East. What on earth happened with Saudi Arabia and Iran? They saying it's still low. Relations between Saudi
It's not on the
Arabia
screen,
and
IT.
Iran have been sketchy since the Iranian Revolution in the late 70s. Since then, the two countries have fought each other in a series of proxy conflicts in the Middle East, including Yemen.
It was. I see it. I see
It
it.
just
Right.
popped up as soon as I said that.
Yeah. And
Come
people,
on, man. Come on, y'all. Let's get it together, bro.
They still.
We
saying
almost
they,
here.
they
We
can't
almost
hear.
at the end right now.
Yeah, they saying they still can't hear. There's a lot of people saying they can't hear.
It's coming through the mics.
We're not getting a good signal from that video sound coming through.
All right, we'll fix it. Come on. Hey, why they doing that? Give me that in 2nd Ezra 15. Because this is just prophecy that's coming to pass. Why they fixing that video? So the video we was trying to show, you had Iran and what was the other one? Saudi Arabia. They have been fighting. There's been conflict for years. And you got China that's coming in and brokered a deal between the two to rekindle relations. They backdoored them. Right. They backdooring America right now.
Hey, y'all really can talk it
And
out.
you know Hezbollah is backed by Iran.
Yep.
They funded by Iran.
And trained.
Now watch this. Give me that 2nd Ezra. You know what I want.
2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 29.
Let us know when you're ready, man.
Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. And
we're going to keep reading these same scriptures. Because, listen, this got to go through the four corners of the earth.
Right.
This is prophecy that we're reading right here.
Yep.
Read, come on.
Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried, as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
He said everybody when all these nations link up, like it said, Yemen, you got Pakistan, you got Afghanistan, all of them is going to link up.
Syria.
Syria. Go ahead, read on.
Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath.
Also, Iran is going to link up with them, and they are going to be raging in wrath.
Yeah.
Solomon Ali, where was he from?
Soleimani.
Iran.
Yep, Iran. Yep.
Yeah, he damn Carmanian. You right.
He's a Carmanian.
So you got to think about it, bro. They still vow. Hey, listen, if you don't pull Donald Trump into court and trial him, listen, we going to pay you back for what you did.
Yep. That red flag, it's still up there.
It's still flying.
It wasn't for show.
They made a vow.
Still up there.
They made a vow that it was going to get revenge.
Yep. Go ahead, read on.
Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood.
They're going to go forth as the wild men they are of the woods. Read.
And with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
Go ahead.
And then shall the dragons have the upper hand.
He says, listen, it's going to come a time when Ishmael is going to get the upper hand.
Yep.
They're going to get the upper hand on America and Israel and all her allies. Because it's going to be what? Sneak attacks. With these sleeper cells. And it's just not America. It's in all these various countries. Because America's pride, EU's pride. Nobody can touch me. Nobody can make me a widow. I sit alone. That's her mindset.
Damn.
But I'm telling you, when it activates, Ishmael is going to get the upper hand. Even if it's for a moment, as we're going to read on. Read it again.
And I was about to say, remember in that article you read earlier, all those different U.S. embassies
Over
that was
800.
in all them different countries, they was hitting them all.
Yep. Go ahead.
Then shall the dragons have the upper hand.
Go ahead.
Remembering their nature.
Remembering their wild nature. Go ahead.
And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them.
To persecute the Americans. To persecute Israel. Read. Come on.
Then these shall be troubled.
Then all of a sudden they're going to be troubled. America's going to come back and get the upper hand. That's the prophecy. But we sitting back and we're gonna watch this thing play out as Ishmael is going to get the upper hand for a moment. They're gonna cause some damage on this earth for a moment. You're gonna feel them.
Take that yoke off them.
You're gonna feel it. You understand? Y'all ready? All right, come on. Now let's play it right quick. Turn it up in here a little bit.
Relations between Saudi Arabia and Iran have been sketchy since the Iranian Revolution in the late 70s. Since then, the two countries have fought each other in a series of proxy conflicts in the Middle East, including Yemen, Syria, and Iraq. However, that all began to change in March of this year when the two countries agreed to normalize relations in a China-brokered deal. Now the two states have begun to normalise relations in a deal that will see them reopen embassies, resume direct flights between the two, open up trade opportunities, and rewrite the security architecture of the Middle East. This deal is already having an impact in Yemen, where a Saudi delegation and Iranian-backed Houthis recently held talks aimed at agreeing a permanent ceasefire, and seems to be sparking a wider wave of normalisation of relations between various states across the Middle East. What on earth happened with Saudi?
So that's what's going on. So Lord's will, y'all heard it. Like we just explained, you got these two countries, Ishmaelite countries that have been at odds with together. Now they're coming together. Now they are rekindling, they're rehashing their brotherhood,
right,
with the help of China.
With the help of China.
With the help of China. You understand? While China is shaking hands with America. China know what they doing.
That's a setup,
China
bro.
know what they doing.
The enemy of my enemy
Is
is
my
my
friend.
friend.
Damn. Right. Yep. Watch this. Give me Jeremiah right quick. Give me Jeremiah, and let's look at verse 6.
Chapter.
Jeremiah 51:6.
Boy, ain't no way.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon.
What he's telling us again to do?
Flee out of the midst of Babylon.
He's telling us repeatedly, flee from Babylon, from all her ways. Get out of Babylon. Read, come on.
And deliver every man his soul.
Go ahead.
Be not cut off in her iniquity.
Don't be cut off in her sins. Everything that we've learned here in Babylon, brothers and sisters, is sin. Like I said the other day, man, listen, we under a constant assault of hyper-sexualized culture. It's an assault on us. You understand? Multiple things. Whenever you, just think about it. What the hell does sex have to do with selling a hamburger?
Right.
Nothing at all.
Burger King comes out with commercials with this on it. You understand? They constantly are putting it in your face because why? It's just tearing down your morality, your psyche from the God's laws. So the Lord is telling you, flee from that. Get out of that. Get away from these damn holidays. Matter of fact, Negro, you go work overtime.
Right.
You go into work. They trying to get out, and I'm trying to sign up.
Right.
They asking me, why you signing up for all this? What else I'm gonna be doing that day?
You ain't got no plans?
I ain't got no plans. I ain't got nothing to do.
I don't do that.
Go ahead.
Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
Read that again.
For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
This is the time of the Lord's vengeance right here. When you read down, he says, caterpillars is going to be filled with her. This is the time of the Lord's vengeance on America. It's time for Babylon to come down. You examine every great society, they have fallen.
Yep.
America is going to be the same. Read, come on.
He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad.
Therefore, he said, listen, he made all these nations drink from the hand of Babylon. All the policies, you can't buy, sell, trade, none of that unless you take on the mark, the cup. What's the cup? You got politics, you got religion, and you got their sins from the false prophets.
Right.
This is everything that John explained in Revelations. Jeremiah is saying the same things.
Yep.
Now watch this. Give me Psalms 19. Psalms 19. Read verse 9.
The book of Psalms.
Remember, it said, this is the time of her judgments. Read, come on.
Chapter 19 and verse 9.
Read.
The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever.
Go ahead.
The judgments of the Lord are true.
The judgments of the Lord are true. Read.
And righteous.
And they are righteous. Righteous judgments. What the Ishmaelites did to us, they got to get judged for.
Yes.
What Esau did to us, they got to get judged for. What Moab, when they was in agreement with these other nations, they got to get judged for. All these nations, it has to be judgments. Read it again.
The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether.
Altogether, the judgments are true. Now, let me show you a little something about these judgments. Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11.
Go ahead.
Moreover, by them,
talking about the judgments,
is thy servant warned.
Is your what?
Servant warned.
You are warned by the judgments of the Lord. When you see these things being activated all over the world, Palestine being invaded by Israel is a judgment. Israel being attacked by Palestine and all these other little Hasmonean countries, judgments. America being attacked by the EU in the future, judgments. These things you better learn from. You better learn from. He said, I'm warning you. When you see these things come to pass, tighten up. This ain't the time right now, bro, to be wary and thinking, damn, am I an Israelite?
Right.
Do I really want to keep the commandments?
Right.
And do I want to go to that football game?
Do I want to go to the football? This ain't the time.
man.
This the time to lock in. Because why? Read verse 11 again.
Moreover, by them is thy servant warned. And in keeping of them, there is great reward.
It says if you understand and keep these judgments, keep these laws, it's going to be a great reward for us, man. Great reward. You won't get caught up in what's coming to America. These sleeper cells is here and living next door to you. We warning you. We've been warned by all the prophets. And we trying to let you understand and so you can avoid the plagues that's coming to America. So you won't be partakers in that thing. You understand? You gonna say something, Soldier? All right, y'all got something?
Yeah, let me get Psalms 91 right quick. Psalms 91. Because this is going to be your protection right here. Keeping these commandments is your... We don't have no military might. We have no economics. This is our protection right here. Give me verse 5. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 91 and verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night.
So the Bible is telling you, guess what? You should not be afraid. We should not be afraid when we seeing all of this Gaza being destroyed, Palestine being destroyed, what's happening in Israel. We should not be afraid. Go ahead.
Nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
And guess what? That arrow is talking about what? An ICBM missile. It says don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid if you keep in the commandments, read.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
Because there's going to be more pestilence that comes on this earth. Keep going.
Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Give me verse 5.
Verse 5.
Or thy shield. Yep, verse 4. Verse 4.
Verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers.
And it says, guess what? If you keep in the commandments, the Most High is going to protect you. He's going to cover you. Read.
And under his wings shalt thou trust.
Read.
His truth.
His what?
His truth.
His truth. The truth is the laws of God. Read.
Shall be thy shield and buckler.
So on that day, guess what? That's going to be your protection. Keeping these commandments. Put your trust in God.
Because why? Hey, you going to say something?
Yeah, let me double down on that. Get Luke 1. Luke 1, let's read verse 50. I'm sorry, Luke chapter 1, and let's read verse 50.
The book of Luke, chapter 1, and verse 50. And his mercy is on them that fear him from generation to generation.
It says from generation to generation, the mercy is going to be on those who are keeping the commandments, who are addicting themselves to the ministry, and those who are following the footsteps of our forefathers. Read.
He hath showed strength with his arm. He hath scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts.
All the people who are imagining things against us, who put us into captivity, the transatlantic slave trade, all these things that happen to us, the Lord is going to scatter these people. He's going to destroy them. Read.
He hath put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of low degree.
So the roles are going to be reversed. The people that's ruling this world and that's doing wickedness in the world, they're going to be put down, and we are going to be exalted. Read.
Verse 53, he had filled the hungry with good things, and the rich he had sent empty away.
Read verse 54.
He hath holden his servant Israel in remembrance of his mercy.
It says he hath hope in his servant, meaning he's going to help Israel for the mercies that he promised to us. So listen, only way you're going to get this is if you're keeping the commandments of God, you're watching in the times, and you're obeying everything that God told us to do.
One more. Let me get that 2nd Ezra 7 right quick.
Get your minds right, Israel.
Verse 42. 2nd Ezra 7:42. Let me get that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 42.
Bringing out is heavy, read.
He answered me and said, this present life is not the end. where much glory doth abide.
I want y'all to really understand this thing right here. What did the angel say to Ezra? Read it again.
This present life.
This present life that we live in right now, read.
Is not the end, where much glory doth abide.
I said, man, listen, economics is not the way, yo. This is not this present life that we live in. No glory is coming to us. Read, come on.
Where much glory doth abide.
Go ahead.
Therefore, have they
for
prayed,
this reason, read.
Have they prayed for the weak?
He said, therefore, for this reason, listen, some of us is out here praying for the weak. Praying for the weak. If you don't want to keep these commandments in your family, you telling your family, hey, you the children of Israel, you got to keep the commandments. Christmas ain't of the Bible, and they rejecting that blatantly. Said, listen, bro, don't pray for them. You praying for the weak. Read, come on.
But the day
and I'm talking about because some of our people will repent. Some of our people, I got family members that ain't keeping Christmas, that ain't keeping Thanksgiving, and they ain't came into the school yet. You understand? But I got some who think it's funny, who think it's all fun and games.
Right.
Yep.
Who mocking. Yeah, I'm buying this on Christmas. I'm doing this on Thanksgiving. Matter of fact, we're going to have a damn seafood Thanksgiving.
Right.
Where we cooking lobster and shrimp. Double C.
I know you don't celebrate it, but I'm going to call you anyway.
I'm going to call you anyway. I'm talking about them. Lord said, don't pray for them. You praying for the weak. Read, come on up.
But the day of doom.
But the day of doom
shall be the end of this time.
The day of doom is going to be the end of this time that we living in right now. Read, come on.
And the beginning of the immortality for to come.
That's our glory right there. That day of doom with the officer, what you was just reading in Psalms 91, that day of doom is going to be the end of this time, and that's when our glory is going to start right there.
Right.
When this stuff pop off, the Lord is warning us from the judgments. Read, come on.
Wherein corruption is past. Intemperance is at an end. Intemperance is at an end.
Meaning lack of restraint is going to be at an end. This is why we rehearsing restraint, brothers. This is why we rehearsing discipline. Discipline in your mind first and foremost. You got to discipline yourself. We got to discipline ourselves before we can spread help anybody else to be disciplined.
Right.
You first got to start with your own damn members.
Right.
Discipline your members. Then you reprove the people. Read? Right. But he said after the day of doom, that's going to be out the window. That's going to be done. Read, come on.
Intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off. Righteousness is grown.
Righteousness is going to grow through this earth, read.
And truth is sprung up.
Truth is springing up as we speak in this earth.
Yeah.
That brother that's sitting next to you right now at your little Thanksgiving gathering, back in his mind, he know, hey, man, my cousin is right. Damn. And one day he gonna say, you know what, cuz, I'm out of here.
Right.
I'm gone. You understand? Because why? The Lord said, man, truth is gonna spring up in this earth. More and more people is gonna come into this truth, come into this understanding. It's been written, it's been documented. Read, come on.
Verse 45.
Yes, sir.
Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed.
And then at that day, ain't no saving your mama, your kids, your cousins, your aunties, uncles, brothers, and sisters. None of that. Because why? That day of doom, 10,000 falling at this side, 12,000. All you worried about is, damn, did I make the chariot? Woo, woo. Got out that heat. That's the only thing you're going to be worried about. And that day, read.
Nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory.
And we have gotten the victory. And ain't going to be no more damn oppression.
Yep.
You understand? That's what we need to pray for, Israel. Yep. So like we've been reading all day, don't be fearful. Just understand what's going on around you. Be mindful. Don't be out on no damn Friday nights. Hitting clubs. You understand?
Football
just
games.
hitting restaurants all willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
You understand? Your sisters better learn how to cook.
Make a
So
dinner.
you could just make a dinner so you could just watch it on the news.
Stop pigeon shopping.
And stop pigeon shopping. He trying to warn us. And we trying to warn y'all. So all praise to the Most High. Holy war. Hey, sleeper cells in America. Hey, we Sons of the Seers. I'm Captain Red. We got
Officer Benaiah.
Officer Abishai.
Also like him.
Soldiers getting the L. Shouts out to the IT. Shouts out to IT. Hey, you want to put that up there so they can do the survey?
Hey, shout out to the new guy on the sound bites too.
Okay, put it up there right quick. All right, so make sure that we donate. Make sure that we donate. Help us out, Israel. Help us out. We need better equipment. You understand? Help us out. Make sure that if you do donate to the PayPal, make sure you put in the description sayings of the Seers radio show. All praise to the Most High. We thank you for whatever help you can get.
Yes, sir.
Y'all not doing the survey no more?
That was for the actual night show.
No, that's for every show. Put it up. See, y'all been put it up.
They're like, we don't want to do it.
Not today.
Put it up. Put it up. So take this quick survey, Israel. Let us know what you think about the show. Is it informative? Was the IT on point?
Hey, shout out to the new guy. He was good on the sound bites.
He said, damn. He free from sin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so boy again,
going
ain't
off.
it?
Yeah. He said,
God.
this deceitful crew.
Hey, if he was this diligent in the scriptures, bro, he'd be all right.
He'd be all right.
Praises, man. Shouts out to you, brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the comment.
Thank you for the blessings.
Oh,
Appreciate
Tyrone.
it. Appreciate it. I say that with all sincerity, man. I appreciate you, man. You got it? Oh, now they don't see it. Shouts out to the IT team. Hey, with that, we say shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel. Most high praise God.
Saviors. It's the album. A12. They ain't want to see us come together like this, man. Yeah. But you know we do it for the culture.